Biggest criticism to you is make up your damn mind and stand up for something already. Make up your damn mind and stand up for something already. Truly, for you. The audience sitting there saying, Waldo, let me tell you, he's right. You don't know what the girls are like out there. Girls have been like that for as long as I've known. Make up your freaking mind. Who the hell are you? What is your identity? What do you stand for? Every freaking week you change to somebody new. Who are you?
I fully disagree with you.
You're speaking from your perspective.
No,
you're speaking.
Who do you think has more credibility on this topic, me or you?
You're to being around hoes. You, yeah, I agree. You're around this. That's your market.
Why do you think Andrew Tate has such a big following? Because he's talking about getting married and living happily ever after, or he's basically saying, guys, the hoes are out there.
Patrick Bet David hit hard with one of the most savage reality checks I've seen in a minute. He and co-host Adam got into it over modern dating. And let me tell you, this wasn't your regular debate. It was funny, it was wild, and low-key, kinda painful to watch. So here's the setup. Adam's out here saying today's dating scene is flooded with Riley Reid's and OnlyFans girls. Like, men just don't stand a chance anymore. But Patrick, oh, he wasn't having it. He straight up calls Adam out for playing the victim, says he's stuck in that nightclub mindset when he should be focused on leveling up as a man. And yo, Patrick's a married father of 4, so when he speaks on relationships, he's not talking theory. He's lived it. The way he broke Adam down with these brutal analogies and hard facts about accountability. Who? Man was preaching. Why you out here trying to find love in the middle of chaos? That was the mic drop. And if you stick around till the end, oh, Patrick goes nuclear, leaves Adam sitting there looking like he just reevaluated his entire life. Let's get into it.
It looks like she's just been... Google Riley Reid wedding. So she recently got married, okay, to a guy, I think he's famous for doing parkour. This is a adorable little girl who has, okay, go to that image right there so you can see.
I don't think I can show this.
No, you can show, okay, maybe.
I don't show this in the back,
Okay,
please.
gotcha. All right. That's her, maybe you don't show that. That's her after being...
There's no way we show that, did we?
Don't show that. That's her after being with, let's just say, the starting 5 for the Lakers. And then juxtapose that with getting married to some dude. And then she says, hey guys, internet. By the way, she's all over the internet. Hey guys, would you please respect the fact that I'm married now and maybe delete all the scenes I've done on the internet, because I've grown now.
Good luck with
and
that.
I want to be respected. So here's this cuck marrying a literal porn star and basically saying, don't worry about your past, babe. It's okay that you've been filled more times at an Exxon gas pump, okay? So that is the problem with women. This is hoflation. That is who men are choosing to marry. That's a wife? That's who you're gonna choose to have. Hey mom, I want you to introduce you to my new girlfriend, Riley Reid. Unbelievable. So who's the one that we talked about? She had sex with 100 guys?
Is this like your chance to vent because you're done, okay? So we got it. We understand.
What does that mean I'm done?
Yeah, like I'm good. You've been speaking plenty of time. We'll move on. So,
but you do notice what's happening in society.
Adam, I got your point. You're in this life, so the only people you're ever with is with nightlife
no, Pat,
people.
you're absolutely wrong. I'll tell you why you're wrong.
Am I absolutely wrong?
Yeah, I'll tell you why you're wrong.
Okay, so go ahead, tell us what
because
it's
not I'm in this life.
Yeah.
Every man who's single is in this life.
Yeah.
I get that you're happily married. You have 4 kids.
That's not. No,
that's amazing. No, that is the point.
No, that's not the point.
Of course, it's the point. The point is you don't know what it's like to be single out there and see half the girls you meet are doing OnlyFans.
Adam, where are you looking for these people?
I'm not even saying me.
No, but that's the point, though. Where are you looking?
Don't worry about me. I'm good.
No,
I'm talking about the rest of men in society.
No, you're speaking from your perspective.
No,
you're speaking.
Who do you think has more credibility on this topic, me or you?
You're to being around hoes. You, yeah, I agree. You're around this. That's your market.
True that, but also being in.
No, but if you're asking me who has more credibility, you do in this area. But also,
I don't hang out with this girl.
Your challenge.
I also hang out with normal
Adam,
women. I'm saying the challenge that young men are facing.
When's the last time you did Saucecast? When's the last time you did Saucecast?
It got canceled because I don't know for whatever reason.
When's the last time you did Saucecast?
It's been a while.
Why do you think you stopped doing Saucecast?
Because I stopped talking about money because someone encouraged me to start talking about the hoes.
Who did?
Some gentleman that maybe works here.
Someone told you to talk about hoes.
No, I didn't say that.
Who?
I don't know.
Who? Tell us who. Go ahead.
Tell you who.
Go ahead. Tell us who.
Saying what?
Someone told you to talk about hoes?
talk about relationships and
It's a
lifestyle.
whole different story.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So for you, when you, how old are you right now, bro?
I'm 45.
45 years old. This is how you're speaking about this.
Yes,
So
because this is how they talk. So what's your criticism with me,
this
sir?
is what? This is what? Go
You know
ahead,
what
tell
I'm
me.
saying? This is what's going out there in society at this point.
For who though? In what
For
community?
every man out there.
No, it's not true though.
Yes, that is true.
That is not true though.
Okay.
It's where you know.
What percentage of women did OnlyFans 20 years ago?
Do you know?
What percentage of women did OnlyFans 20 years ago?
Do you know how long prostitution? Do you know how long prostitution's been around?
It's the oldest profession.
How long has prostitution been around?
Forever.
Okay then. So go to how long that's been around. The trait of prostitution, or whatever you want to talk about it.
10 seconds after the invention of money.
How long have drugs been around? How long has? But you know what you sound like to me? You sound like a little victim. Is what you sound like.
What?
You sound like
You're
a little.
making this about me, and I'm making this about society.
No. Because
so go ahead. I'm
wait
the
a minute,
victim. Go
wait
ahead.
a minute.
Go ahead.
Wait a minute. Any guy who listens to this and buys into the rhetoric that's being sold, hear them out. But if you buy it, you sound like a victim. That's what you sound like. When somebody talks like that, everybody's this and everybody's that and everybody's that, you sound defeated, you sound like a victim, you sound weak. A guy, you know what it's like? It's like when I ran an insurance business for the longest time, and my guys would come to me Monday morning and it would say, you know what it is? All these guys with leads and insurance, there are no more people that want to buy life insurance. Haven't you seen the stats? And they're just life insurance has been declining. You know when I started a life insurance company? In 2009. Do you know what was going on in 2009? Do you know what was happening with insurance companies like AIG? What was going on with AIG in 2009? AIG is about to go out of business.
TARP, recession,
That's right.
trouble.
Do you know what data came out? Saying that the life insurance industry went from 500,000 agents to 174,000 agents. Life insurance is a dying industry. You know why? Because the old timers that made a lot of money, guess what they're not doing? They're no longer training new people. And that's what they're doing. They're no longer training anybody. And guess what? And I said, you know what percentage of agents are women? 17%. You're never going to be able to get women to sell insurance. Oh, really? Yeah, okay. Well, look, I saw how buyers and customers will receive the sale coming from a woman versus a man, and I think there's a lot of market. If there's 174,000 agents right now, we used to have 500,000 more, there's got to be a major demand for insurance, because I looked at the data and I said, that's what we're going to build an insurance company. While my competitors were saying there's no more market for life insurance, we licensed 50,000 people and sold a business for $250 million. While I'm around people that sound like you talking about insurance and there's no more need for it. What's the point? Is what you're saying with Tinder, with all these dating apps, making it tougher for guys to find girls because they're easier, you don't know how many people they've been with? Oh, yes. Is it tougher if I go on a date right now with Tinder and the script is, you know, you're the first guy I've gone on a date with Tinder? You think I'd believe that? Of course not. But where am I looking? Versus, if I'm really interested in wanting to get married, guess who I'm talking to? The people around me. I'm getting in different communities. I'm going to different markets, just like if an insurance. If you want to sell a $20 million life insurance policy and you want to go to people that are rich, do you think you're going to find them at a nightclub, or do you think you're going to find them at a country club? Do you think you're going to find a $20 million life insurance policy going to a Starbucks, or do you think you're going to find it going to the hotel we were at, which was whatever that hotel was, or if we go to Four Seasons, or if I go to networking at Mar-a-Lago, or if I go, where do you think I'm going to find these types of clients? You think having lunch at Mar-a-Lago, maybe I'm going to be around some clients that can do some premium financing? Yes. It's where you go to look for them. So your points you're making, although they may be valid because accessibility is more prevalent today than ever before, but prostitution and all this stuff has been around for a very, very long time. To sound like a victim and revert back to the sauce talking point that you had 24/7, of course you ain't gonna get married. And that's okay. By the way, I don't care if you never get married. But the idea of playing the position of, I want to have a family, and then you talk like this. I don't know if I'm telling you to talk like this. Who are you? Like, we had this conversation a year and a half ago when I said the following. It's so hard to do. It's so hard to do this message here. Whenever you give a message and you watch, like we're in a room and I'm talking to my guys and they're saying to me, well, Pat, we don't think we should have a full-timers meeting on the 1st of January. I don't know why you do that every year. Every year on January 1st, I would host a full-timers meeting on the 1st at 8 a.m. And I'm running an office, sales agents that are mainly in their mid to late 20s, some in their early 30s. Who the hell in their 20s wants to go to a manager's meeting with a freaking crazy guy named Patrick Bet-David January 1st at 8 a.m.? Who do you think wants to go to?
Nobody.
Nobody does. Nobody does. But that was my way of lowering the number of DUIs my guys would get, because I know what happens on December 31st, because I used to party a lot back in the days. So when we're having a conversation, you know what the conversation will be like or whatever. So what time do you think we should have this meeting? I think we should start it at 11 a.m. I think we should do barbecue and start it at 10 a.m. I think we should do, what's going on, guys? What is that?
No, it's something else. It's our notes from today.
Yeah, I think we should play it at noon and do barbecue for everybody. And then you know how many people in the room would agree that we should do it at 8 a.m.? Less than 5%. And guess what I'm doing a meeting at? I'm doing it at 8 a.m. 95% of people hated me for it. I'm still hosting a meeting. And I wasn't married. I didn't have kids. It wasn't like I'm a married guy. You don't understand what it is to be. I was as single as one could be. And I'm still hosting a meeting. Right? People showed up. And then we held a meeting. It was always the best meeting ever because it would be a high level of preparation. Be very careful who you're entertaining that's validating your point to make you feel like you're validated. Be very careful what mob makes you think you're right. Be very careful what community gives you the attention you need for you to feel like you're the right guy. You're right on this. Be very careful. Who do you want to win over? There's certain people that have no interest in winning over. You know, and this has been around for a long time. When I didn't want to get married, guess what I want to go to? The places you go to. When I eventually wanted to, I wanted to find a different community, different lifestyle, different people that have made different choices. And then you sit there and you're like, okay, let's see what's going on here. You know, that's a very big difference. So you can go off and say all this stuff and, you know, entertain and so awesome and all this other stuff. It's not a mature statement, and it's a victim message. I know you're not going to like me saying that to you. It's just the truth. You say, well, it's not fair. It's not fair. It's not, you know, it's this. They're like this. This is what's going on out there. And this is what the single guys are going through. And yes, I am the face of the single guys that agree with me on this here. There's nothing like family. There's nothing like you working hard to find something you're looking for and having to go against 80% of people that disagree with you. Nothing like it. And by the way, getting married, very hard, hardest thing you'll ever do. I will only do it once. I've said it 15 years straight. If this doesn't work out, you will never see me get married again. Ever see me get married again. I'm only going to get married once. I'm not doing it twice. That's me. Some people do it 2 or 3 times. But for me, it's one thing I'm doing once. I got the 4 kids. I got the family. It is what it is. But the audience and the victim of language, I don't recommend it to anybody. But some tells me you got a rebuttal here.
Well, yeah, I do. Because, dude, if there's anybody that can take heat, it's this guy over here. I'm sure the chat's going crazy. I'm sure.
Oh, I guarantee the chat's on your side.
Maybe they're not. I don't care.
Because I'm not even looking at it, but I guarantee the chat is saying.
Go back to that picture of Rachel Ziegler.
Yeah.
Because, Pat, if I'm going to listen to you, I'm going to say entrepreneurship, building a business, marriage, kids, there's values, principles, religion, God. There's so many things I'm going to listen to PBD on. But you've been married for 15 years. You don't know what it's like. This is the girl that most guys are dealing with these days.
Oh, such an annoying angle to take for you.
Okay, but it's true.
No, it's not.
So you know what's interesting about me?
Bro, the more
is that I'm not
things change,
soft,
the more,
and I'm not going to say you're right because you're my boss.
You're right.
I'm going to say this is what I feel.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. Most guys are saying, hold on, I'm dealing with either a boss babe who doesn't want to deal with an average guy because they've become the man that they want to become.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I know you're a data guy. It's gone up 10% in the last 20 years. Now more women than ever are single. So you have a girl who's more focused on her career and based on hypergamy. If you don't make a certain amount of money,
the two.
you don't. But then the second one is. Then the second one is you're dealing with a girl who's doing all the host stuff out there. Why do you think that our friend Andrew?
That's been around forever.
No, because the internet's only been around for 20 years. Why do you think Andrew Tate has such a big following? Because he's talking about getting married and living happily ever after? Or he's basically saying, guys, the hoes are out there. Let the hoes be hoes. Do what you want with the hoes. This is literally what he says. But don't marry them. Don't marry them. He just had a viral clip go out there with our friend Sean Kelly. He goes, they're gonna do what they're gonna do, but don't make the mistake like that schmuck who married Riley Reid and bringing this chick who gets DP'd for a living home to mom.
Who the hell?
Don't make that mistake.
You're taking the exception and making that the majority.
No, but that is what is becoming more common.
No, it's not about being more common. Adam, the more and more I think you're about to have a breakthrough, the more easily you're flattered and influenced and revert back to old way of victim thinking.
You're making this about me.
It is, though. It's not.
And I don't give a shit. I'm going to do what I want to do, and I'm going to be okay.
No one's saying.
I'm talking about the general man in society.
No, the general man in society
is struggling right now.
No, the general man in society
is struggling.
I'm not telling you
they're not getting laid.
Yeah.
They're out of shape. They're sloppy. They're playing video games, and they're dealing with women who are basically saying, unless you have a yacht or a boat or a mansion, I'm not going to deal with you. And they're like, oh my God.
First of all, the general man in society is not living near somewhere where there are yachts. You're in Miami.
Okay.
Miami's not America.
Use that as a metaphor.
No, the point.
Okay, unless you have a pontoon in Lake Minnetonka, I'm not hanging out with you.
Yeah, Adam, whatever you're talking about, that's victim language to me forever.
Okay.
It's the victim language.
I guess I'm a victim.
No, for sure you are, though. In this context, you are.
Tell me why I'm the victim here.
Because life's
pretty damn good for me.
No, because when I was 23 years old, I said I would never me at 23 years old. If my daughter came up to me and said they're dating me at 23 years old, I would say I'm not ready to have you marry a guy like that. And I chose to change. If you increase your market value, your options go higher.
Okay.
Then you get to pick and choose.
Clearly.
Who can do that? What man can do that?
Me.
No. What man can do that? Not
a
you.
guy who's made it in his life, that has status, that has money,
instead of being this
that has
arrogant,
credibility.
entitled victim.
I'm not even being arrogant.
Hear me out. What man can do that?
What do you mean?
What man can change to increase their value?
Every man can
then.
or
So
should, but they don't.
But that's their problem.
I agree.
Okay then. So I'm not going to feel sorry for you.
But I'm not. You're not. I'm not.
Not to you, to them.
Do you know what the black pill community is?
Hold on a second. If a guy comes out and is sitting there and talking about, well, you don't know what the market's like out there, sitting there playing, video games 3 hours, you deserve exactly what you're getting.
I agree.
If you're sitting out there gaining 75 pounds and you're fat, you're saying the market sucks, you deserve. If you're not improving reading books, instead you're reading some nonsense.
Fully agree.
So to me, I don't feel sorry for that guy. But I don't.
So that guy's being the victim.
That guy's being the victim.
So how am I being the victim?
By you.
Because I've done all the things that you've told people to do. Make money, get in good shape, increase your market value, increase your status, increase your network. I've done all those things. So now I'm receiving the benefits of doing that. Because I'm not settling down right now.
Okay. Adam, the biggest criticism towards you is your level of hypocrisy and not being able to make up your mind. For example, if you say, I want to be a playboy the rest of my life, keep living the life you're living. That's your choice. Keep living it. But don't sit here and say, well, let me tell you, this one girl used to be this. I'm playing all these videos, and just a week ago, I had a conversation with you about how we talk over certain things we say. You do it again the following week. After I had a conversation with you last week. After Sarah Huckabee Sanders looked up to me, I told you I don't like that. So if you want to go do something else on somewhere else, do it. Don't do it in a place like this, and I've told you this 50 times. You lack respect in the way you communicate sometimes.
Okay. I apologize for
that. I told you this how long ago? How long ago was this when I had this conversation? And you talk like this. It's like the guy's got 2 daughters sitting here. Okay, there's a part of a little bit this that respect goes a long way. And by the way, I can sit here and talk to Andrew Tate, have a phenomenal conversation with him, and I don't agree with his lifestyle. And I can sit there and say, that's what you choose to live, do it.
Why don't you push Andrew Tate like you're pushing me right now?
No, because I have pushed Andrew Tate.
Not like this?
No, because for you, you want to have the family. He said he doesn't want to. You say you do. So you're like this guy. Andrew Tate, like, this is me. Great, go. I respect anybody that believes in whatever they believe in. Doesn't mean I have to choose to live the way you live.
Yeah, but
for you, it's like this. You're so easily, what is the word that you're easily influenced? There's a word for it. What is the word that somebody can easily change their minds on? Not impressionable. It's a different, malleable. You're so easily malleable. Like, you can go hang out with a group here and then you'll change. And you go hang out here and then you'll change. You go hang out over there, you'll change. Make up your freaking mind. Who the hell are you? What is your identity? What do you stand for? Every freaking week you change to somebody new. Who are you?
I fully disagree with that.
I agree with that. I fully believe that.
Because I say one day I would like to have a family.
No,
you're using that as against me to be like, well, where's your damn family
No,
already, bro?
nobody said that to
This
you.
guy said this for the last 5 years. He doesn't have anything. Give Vinny the same vibe that you're giving me.
Nobody said that to you.
Keep that energy with Vinny.
Because
when you're trying to get him a girlfriend on my neck.
But Vinny, the difference between you and Vinny is Vinny wants to have a family, and Vinny doesn't want to go to the clubs, 11 nightclubs 24/7. He doesn't. He doesn't want to live that life.
Okay.
Period.
That's Vinny's choice.
And that's Vinny's choice. Guess what? I respect his choice because he's standing his ground that this is what I want to do.
Okay.
Vinny wakes up in the morning, Vinny chooses to read the Bible. Not because I told him to read the Bible, because I don't read the Bible in the morning. That guy does. He's the example to him. I'm not the guy that says, you better read your Bible in the morning. That's a bad example. I don't do that. So I can't sit there and claim to do something that I'm not doing myself. Biggest criticism to you is make up your damn mind and stand up for something already. Make up your damn mind and stand up for something already. Truly, for you. The audience sitting there saying, Waldo, let me tell you, he's right. You don't know what the girls are like out there. Girls have been like that for as long as I've known girls.
Not like this today, Pat.
They've been like this for as long as I've known girls.
Okay, not like today, Pat.
You can say not like today.
Pat, I wish I could just have that in my DNA to say, look, Pat's my boss. He's the man, and I'm not going to disagree with him.
Adam,
I'm sorry. If I disagree, I'm going to say I fully disagree.
I don't care if you disagree. This are one of our key words on the freaking company is debate, but respectful.
Okay, am I disrespecting you?
The way you're presenting your argument is disrespectful.
I don't think it is.
I think it is.
Because I cursed one time, I apologize.
No, it's because I had a talk with you.
But my argument is not wrong because I cursed one time.
No,
and I apologize about that.
Your argument for a person that wants to live that life is not wrong. Yes, if you want to live that life. And I'm telling you, it's a victim man's life.
All right, let's just call it what it is. Patrick Bet David didn't just debate Adam. He exposed him systematically. Piece by piece, he kicked it off by calling out the biggest red flag. Adam says he wants a traditional wife, but he's still out here living in Playboy mode. Like, come on! You can't have it both ways, bro. Then Patrick goes straight for the jugular. That whole nightclub dating strategy? Yeah, he torches it. You're fishing in the sewers and mad that you're catching trash. Tell me that's not a bar. But here's the deeper question. Is Adam's meltdown just a one-off? Or is this part of a bigger thing with modern dudes? Where, instead of leveling up, they'd rather blame dating apps and IG models for why they can't lock anything down. Either way, Patrick's message was loud and clear. Stop crying, start building. You want results? Bring value. Because the market doesn't reward whining, it rewards worth. Now, I gotta hear from you. Was Patrick spitting facts? Or did Adam just get caught slipping? Drop your take in the comments. Smash that like, share the chaos, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace!